Welcome to the American Fright Nights channel. Today we're diving into the dark history of an abandoned house in Savannah, Georgia. Prepare for the horrors that await you in this tale titled The Mystery of the Abandoned House in Savannah. In the heart of Savannah, on a street corner, stands an old abandoned house. It was built in the early 19th century and was home to many families. However, for the past few decades, it has been vacant, and locals tend to avoid it. It is said that ghosts inhabit this house. People passing by at night report strange sounds coming from the house and flickering lights in the windows. Some claim to have seen shadows moving through the rooms. Legend has it that a terrible tragedy occurred in this house. The family who lived here in the late 19th century disappeared without a trace. After their disappearance, new tenants didn't stay in the house for long, complaining about strange noises and unexplained phenomena. One day, a group of brave researchers decided to spend the night in the house to unravel its mysteries. They set up cameras and audio devices in each room, hoping to capture any supernatural phenomena. When night fell, the researchers began to hear strange sounds, whispers, quiet laughter, footsteps. They felt cold air currents and saw movement in the darkness. However, the most terrifying thing happened at midnight. Suddenly, all recording devices simultaneously turned off, leaving the researchers in complete darkness. When the lights came back on, one of the researchers was missing. The remaining researchers, horrified, began to search for their colleague. They found him in the basement of the house, standing and staring at a wall. On the wall were strange symbols, written in paint that seemed fresh. The researcher who had disappeared was in shock and could not explain what had happened. When the researchers left the house, they found that all their recordings had been erased. They could not find an explanation for what had happened that night, and they never returned to the abandoned house in Savannah. Since then, many have tried to unravel the mystery of this house, but all have failed. The house continues to stand on the corner of a street in Savannah, reminding everyone of its dark history. And while many continue to avoid it, others are drawn to its mysteries, trying to figure out what really happened in this house many years ago. So, having finished our story, we leave you with this mystery. Perhaps you will be able to find the answers that the researchers have been seeking for so long. But remember, in the abandoned house in Savannah, you may find not only answers but also unknown horrors. So, dear listeners, we leave you with these grim thoughts and unsolved mysteries. But before we part, let's ask ourselves, what if the abandoned house in Savannah is still waiting for its visitors? What if its ghostly